Samantha had always believed her life was perfect. The kind of life that looked beautiful in photos and movies, the kind that people envied. Her house was warm, decorated with sparkling Christmas lights, the smell of cinnamon and pine lingering in the air. Snow fell gently outside, coating the streets in a pristine white. She had her husband, Daniel, whom she loved deeply, and the promise of a happy holiday. But something in the back of her mind whispered that all was not right. Lately, Daniel seemed distant. He laughed less, his eyes carried a weight she didn't understand, and he kept phone calls private, stepping out of the room with a nervous edge. That Christmas morning, Samantha was arranging ornaments on the tree when she noticed a folded note tucked under Daniel's coffee cup. It wasn't in his handwriting, and yet, she recognized it immediately. It read, "Meet me on the balcony at noon." Her heart skipped a beat. Curiosity mingled with fear, but she felt an inexplicable pull to obey. She wrapped herself in her coat, feeling the cold brush against her cheeks as she stepped outside. The balcony overlooked the snowy garden below, glistening under the winter sun. Daniel was there, his smile too wide, too practiced. "Come closer," he said softly, and something in the way he spoke made her hesitate. Before she could react, a shove sent her tumbling over the edge. Time slowed. The world blurred. Snow rushed toward her face, the ground came closer, and pain exploded through her body as she landed hard. For a moment, everything went black. When she opened her eyes, she was alive. Pain radiated from her limbs, but she could breathe. Panic surged through her, mingled with disbelief. Someone she had trusted with her life had tried to end it. She struggled to sit up, snow melting against her skin, tears freezing in the cold. She knew then that surviving this was only the beginning. Whoever Daniel really was, she had to find out. Hospital lights buzzed as she regained consciousness. Her injuries were serious, but the doctors assured her she was lucky to be alive. Lucky didn't cover it. Anger and fear intertwined as she thought about Daniel. He had smiled at her as she fell, an expression she would never forget. That same night, she began noticing things she had missed before. Secret bank accounts, hotel receipts for trips she never knew existed, messages deleted from his phone. Each revelation was a shard of glass in her chest, cutting through the comforting illusion of the life she thought she had. Her friends and family had occasionally noticed small hints, but she had ignored them. Now, ignoring was no longer an option. She realized she needed evidence if she was to survive and prove the truth. Cameras were installed, conversations recorded, every movement scrutinized. She watched, listened, and waited, knowing Daniel was clever and would expect her to slip up. But she could not stop herself. She had to know everything. Months passed, and the web of lies grew darker with every discovery. Daniel had dealings with people who made her stomach twist with fear. Friends she had trusted were unknowingly part of his schemes. Even her family had been manipulated. Every smile, every gesture from him had been carefully constructed to hide his true nature. One evening, she received an anonymous message, "He's planning something worse. Stop him before it's too late." The fear that had once been distant was now pressing down on her every moment. She couldn't trust anyone fully, and she had to assume that Daniel was watching her as closely as she watched him. She moved carefully, learning to disguise her intentions, record his moves, and prepare for confrontation. And then she discovered he had an accomplice, someone she never expected, who knew her routines and habits, making every day a dangerous game of cat and mouse. Exactly 1 year after her fall, Christmas arrived again. Samantha, though scarred and cautious, felt ready. She had laid the groundwork, setting traps with cameras, recordings, and hidden messages that revealed every crime he had tried to conceal. She lured him to the same balcony where he had tried to kill her. Her heart pounded, but fear had been replaced with resolve. "This ends tonight," she whispered. Daniel smirked, thinking he still had control. He didn't know she had spent months gathering proof, allies, and courage. The confrontation escalated, words sharp and raw, exposing lies he thought were untouchable. His accomplice switched sides at the right moment, revealing every secret Samantha had unearthed. The police, friends, and family she had warned arrived just in time, cornering Daniel in the web he had spun so meticulously. The aftermath was brutal but liberating. Daniel's schemes were exposed, the accomplice confessed, and Samantha slowly began to reclaim her life. Trust, once broken, was fragile, but she had discovered her own inner strength. She wrote down her story, hoping to help others learn to survive betrayal and manipulation. Christmas, once a day of horror, now represented rebirth and survival. She stood on the balcony where she had almost lost everything, watching the snow settle softly on the garden below. She had survived, exposed the truth, and reclaimed her life. The lesson was clear: sometimes survival is the greatest victory, and the courage to confront betrayal can change everything. Samantha spent the next weeks in a hedge of pain and disbelief. Every day, she awoke with the memory of that shove, the flash of snow, the cold bite of terror as she fell. Her body ached, but her mind ached more. She couldn't stop thinking about Daniel, about the life she had believed in, and how easily it had been shattered. Visitors came, bringing flowers and words of comfort, but Samantha found it hard to respond. Every smile she returned felt hollow because the betrayal lingered beneath the surface like a shadow she couldn't escape. It began with small discoveries. At first, it was receipts tucked into drawers, hotel bookings in cities she had never visited, cryptic emails he thought she wouldn't find. Then came the more alarming evidence: a secret account with thousands of dollars unaccounted for, messages deleted but somehow recovered from her phone backup, and cryptic notes that suggested he had been planning this for months. She realized with a chill that the shove was not a spontaneous act of anger, but a carefully calculated attempt to end her life. Fear and anger battled inside her. She couldn't go back to the old life, but she also knew she couldn't stay paralyzed. Survival was not enough, she needed answers. Carefully, she began gathering evidence. Hidden cameras were placed around the house, recording Daniel's movements whenever he was unaware. She installed discreet audio recorders in rooms he frequented. Every interaction, every suspicious glance, and every unexplained absence became part of the story she was quietly collecting. Her friends noticed her change. Once warm and trusting, she had become guarded, almost cold. Some tried to reach her, unaware of how deep the danger ran. "You need to get back out there," they said. "You can't live like this forever." But Samantha knew the reality. Daniel had not only tried to kill her physically, he had tried to erase her from her own life entirely. Late one night, she received a message on an anonymous account: "He's planning something worse. Stop him before it's too late." Her heart pounded. She didn't know who had sent it, but she didn't need to. She understood the warning. Daniel was not finished. If he had tried once, he could try again, and the next time, she might not survive. She redoubled her efforts, moving with precision and caution, learning to mask her intentions and anticipate his. It was during this period that she discovered Daniel had an accomplice, someone from her inner circle whom she had never suspected. This person knew her schedule, her habits, and even her fears. Every day became a dangerous game. She learned to blend truth with lies, to speak in half-truths and avoid revealing her plans. Every gesture, every word was calculated. One slip could cost her everything. Despite the fear, Samantha found strength in the small victories. A hidden camera captured Daniel discussing a plan that might have ended her life a second time. A recorded conversation revealed that the accomplice had doubts about Daniel's methods. She realized she wasn't completely alone, there were still threads of loyalty, people who could help her, if she could reach them at the right time. Samantha's nights were restless. She replayed the moment of the shove over and over, analyzing it, imagining what she could have done differently, and planning for the confrontation she knew was inevitable. Her fear was sharp, but it was now coupled with resolve. She had survived once, she would survive again, and this time, she would not be a victim. Every day, she became more adept at hiding her intentions. Daniel began to notice subtle changes. She was more cautious, more precise, more secretive, but he didn't suspect the full extent of her planning. Samantha allowed him to believe he still held power, all the while meticulously preparing for the moment when truth would finally break free. As winter deepened and Christmas approached again, Samantha could feel the tension calling like a spring inside her chest. She knew the day of reckoning would come soon, and she was ready to meet it. She had gathered evidence, allies, and courage. The man who had once betrayed her would face the consequences of his actions, but only if she timed it perfectly. And as she watched Daniel from the shadows, smiling and unsuspecting, she felt a fierce clarity. She had survived the impossible once, and there was no turning back now. The next move was hers. The next confrontation would be decisive, and she would not allow fear to dictate her life ever again. Samantha's investigation had uncovered more than she ever imagined. Daniel was not simply a husband with a dark streak, he was someone who had carefully constructed an entire double life. Every friendly smile, every affectionate word, every gesture of love had been part of a mask, hiding a man who could betray the people closest to him without hesitation. Bank statements revealed transfers to unknown accounts. Receipts and travel itineraries indicated meetings with people whose names she didn't recognize. Some of them sent chills down her spine. They were dangerous, ruthless, and willing to do whatever Daniel asked. Her sense of security had vanished completely. She realized she could trust almost no one. Friends who had laughed with her, colleagues who had seemed kind, they had all unknowingly aided him by keeping their distance or ignoring small signs. And now, she faced the chilling reality that Daniel's accomplice, the one who had been watching her every move, could expose her if they chose to. Every day, Samantha moved carefully, balancing the fine line between observation and paranoia. Late one night, while reviewing footage from a hidden camera, Samantha caught something she hadn't noticed before. Daniel was speaking in hushed tones on the phone, and a new name surfaced repeatedly, Michael. Someone she had seen at social gatherings, who had always seemed harmless. But the footage revealed coded language, instructions that sounded more like planning than casual conversation. Panic rose in her chest. Michael wasn't just a friend, he was part of Daniel's dangerous network. Samantha realized she needed help, but not just anyone. She had to find someone she could trust implicitly, someone who could act quickly if things escalated. That was when she remembered Rachel, her college friend, someone who had been in law enforcement before starting her own private security consulting. Samantha reached out carefully, knowing that a wrong word could alert Daniel or his accomplice. Rachel listened in disbelief but immediately understood the gravity of the situation. She agreed to help, but only if Samantha could keep her close and alert at all times. With Rachel's guidance, Samantha began to lay a trap. Every movement, every word, every meeting was strategically planned. She recorded conversations, intercepted messages, and set up contingencies in case things went wrong. The more she uncovered, the more horrifying the truth became. Daniel wasn't just attempting to harm her, he had schemes that could destroy her family, ruin reputations, and possibly put her life in danger again. The accomplice was more involved than Samantha had feared, and the reach of Daniel's influence was broader than she could have imagined. But even as fear gripped her, a strange sense of empowerment grew. Every revelation, every tiny victory in uncovering the truth, strengthened her resolve. She could no longer be the innocent, trusting wife who had been shoved off a balcony. That woman was gone. In her place was someone calculating, determined, and ready to fight back. One evening, a message arrived on her anonymous account again: "He's coming for you. Be ready." Samantha's heart raced. The warning made everything terrifyingly real. Daniel had already attempted once, and now he was escalating. She knew she had to act before he struck again. The next days were tense beyond anything she had experienced. Samantha tracked Daniel, monitored Michael, and followed the network of contacts that had seemed invisible before. Every interaction felt like a game of chess, and every misstep could be fatal. The knowledge that Daniel had manipulated so many people, that someone she had once trusted implicitly could now betray her, made her hyper-aware. But it also made her more meticulous, more determined to survive and expose him. As Christmas approached, Samantha felt the weight of the upcoming confrontation pressing down on her. It would not be simple. Daniel had resources, allies, and plans that could end her life if she miscalculated. But she also had evidence, preparation, and a newfound inner strength. She began to visualize the confrontation repeatedly, planning for every possible scenario. Every detail had to be perfect. One slip could undo months of careful preparation. And then, in a quiet moment late at night, she overheard Daniel speaking to Michael again. This time, it was clearer, closer. "She suspects too much. She's too careful now. We need to make the next move decisive. No mistakes." Samantha froze, realizing that he was planning another attempt on her life, more calculated and dangerous than the first. Her blood ran cold, but fear was tempered by determination. She would not be a victim again. The tension built to a nearly unbearable point. Every day, every hour, Samantha became more vigilant. She rehearsed confrontations, mapped escape routes, and ensured that Rachel was prepared to intervene at a moment's notice. The trap she had been constructing for months was almost ready. Daniel was confident, oblivious to the full extent of her preparation, and dangerously reckless in his assumption that she was still the same naive wife. As snow began to fall again, dusting the streets with a deceptive calm, Samantha knew the moment of reckoning was near. She had survived once. She had uncovered truths that could ruin Daniel and expose every betrayal. And now, she was ready to confront him in a way that would leave no room for deception or escape. The balance of power had shifted, and for the first time in months, Samantha felt something she hadn't felt since that fateful shove, a sense of control. The final confrontation, she knew, was coming soon. And when it did, she would not only survive, she would ensure that justice was served. Christmas night arrived again, the air crisp and still, the streets coated in a delicate layer of snow that sparkled under the streetlights. Samantha felt a strange calm amidst the tension, a focus she had never experienced before. Every detail had been planned. Every conversation, every hidden camera, every piece of evidence had been arranged for this moment. She knew Daniel would be confident, he always was, but he had no idea how much she had prepared. She lured him to the balcony, the same balcony where he had tried to end her life a year ago. The familiar view, once a symbol of terror, now felt like a battlefield she had claimed. Her heart raced, but her fear had been replaced by determination. Daniel's smile was the same too wide, too practiced grin she remembered, but this time she saw it for what it truly was, arrogance. "This ends tonight," she whispered, her voice steady, betraying none of the tension that called inside her. Daniel chuckled, taking a step closer. "You're still afraid," he said, though his eyes flickered with something new, a hint of uncertainty. Samantha let him approach, her eyes scanning for the right moment. Hidden cameras captured every move, every expression, every word. She had rehearsed this countless times, imagining every reaction, anticipating every lie he might tell. The accomplice, Michael, had been carefully cornered earlier that evening and now stood ready to assist if necessary. Samantha had ensured that allies were nearby, police officers in unmarked cars, Rachel hiding just out of sight, ready to intervene at a moment's notice. Daniel began speaking, trying to charm, to manipulate, to confuse her. "You think you've won? You think you understand me?" he said, his voice slick and dangerous. But Samantha was prepared. Every claim, every deflection, every lie he presented was met with proof. Documents, messages, recordings, all laid bare. "This isn't about understanding you," she said calmly. "It's about exposing you. About the truth everyone deserves to know." She stepped closer, holding up her phone, its screen filled with recordings of Daniel plotting against her, planning every detail of her death, coordinating with Michael. His smirk faltered. For the first time, he saw that she had been watching, listening, and anticipating him all along. The confrontation escalated. Daniel's tone sharpened, anger replacing the arrogance, as he realized his control was slipping. He lunged, trying to intimidate her, but Samantha was ready. Rachel stepped forward silently, blocking him, while the cameras transmitted evidence to authorities in real time. Every word, every movement was documented, leaving him no room to maneuver. Daniel's accomplice, trapped between loyalty and fear, finally confessed, revealing every hidden plan, every manipulated friend, and every secret transaction. The web Daniel had spun over months, perhaps years, began to unravel in front of him. Panic overtook the calculated manners he had once displayed. Samantha watched as the man who had tried to kill her, the man who had hidden a life of lies behind smiles and promises, crumbled. The police moved in swiftly, arresting Daniel and securing evidence. The balcony, once a place of terror, now became a stage for justice. Samantha's evidence ensured that he could never manipulate, deceive, or harm again. After the chaos subsided, she stepped onto the balcony, looking out over the snow-covered garden. The weight of months of fear and preparation lifted slightly, replaced by a quiet triumph. She had survived. She had planned, executed, and ensured justice. And she had exposed the truth for everyone to see. Samantha knew recovery would be slow. Trust had been broken, life had been threatened, and scars, both physical and emotional, remained. But she also knew something deeper had been uncovered. Her own strength, resilience, and courage. She had faced betrayal, danger, and fear, and had come through stronger than ever. The snow continued to fall, soft and gentle, masking the chaos that had just unfolded. But Samantha's mind was clear. She had taken control of her life, reclaimed her safety, and exposed the man who had hidden behind love and smiles. Christmas, once a symbol of fear, now symbolized survival, justice, and the unbreakable will of someone who refused to be a victim. The days after Daniel's arrest were quiet but heavy. The chaos of confrontation had passed, the police had secured evidence, and Daniel was now behind bars, unable to harm anyone else. Yet the silence brought its own challenges. Samantha wandered through the house she had once called home, the walls still echoing with memories of betrayal, fear, and near death. Every corner held a reminder of what had almost been lost. But amidst the lingering shadows, there was light. Samantha began slowly reclaiming her life. She reconnected with friends who had truly cared for her, people who had been distant during the deception but now offered unwavering support. Rachel remained close, a steady presence who had helped her navigate the darkness. With each passing day, Samantha felt the weight of fear lessen, replaced by a quiet confidence she had never known. She also began to reflect on herself, the woman who had survived the impossible. The wife who had once trusted blindly was now a woman of careful observation, of strength, of resilience. Her instincts, once ignored, had saved her life. She realized that survival was more than just physical, it was mental, emotional, and spiritual. She had faced the darkest side of human nature and emerged not broken, but stronger. Samantha documented everything, writing down the months of preparation, the evidence she had gathered, the confrontations she had endured, and the lessons she had learned. She wanted to ensure that others could learn from her experience, that no one else would have to face betrayal without understanding how to protect themselves. Her story became more than a personal account, it became a testament to courage, vigilance, and the strength that comes from refusing to be a victim. As the first snow of the new year fell softly outside her window, Samantha stepped out onto the balcony, the same balcony where she had once almost lost her life. The snow glimmered like diamonds, masking the past, yet holding the memory of what had happened. She closed her eyes and breathed deeply, feeling the cold air fill her lungs. This place, once a symbol of terror, now symbolized survival and renewal. Samantha allowed herself a small smile. She had survived the unthinkable, exposed the truth, and reclaimed her life. Trust would never come easily, but she had learned to trust herself, her instincts, and her strength. And in that, she found a freedom that no betrayal could ever take away. The world outside continued as it always had, unaware of the storm that had raged within one home, one life. But Samantha was different now. She walked forward with caution, yes, but also with courage. She knew the darkness she had faced could arise again in the world, but she would face it as she had before, with determination, intelligence, and unbreakable will. Christmas and the snow had once been the backdrop of fear and near death. Now, they were the backdrop of survival and resilience. Samantha had endured, she had fought, and she had won, not just against Daniel, but against the fear, doubt, and helplessness that had threatened to consume her. Her story would live on, a reminder that even when betrayal strikes at the very heart of trust, survival, strength, and justice are always possible. And as she looked out over the quiet, snow-covered streets one final time, Samantha knew this: she was no longer just a survivor. She was a woman who had reclaimed her life, her voice, and her power. Nothing could take that away from her ever again.